All right, welcome. Let's talk about breaking free from that endless, expensive marketing cycle. You know the one. We're going to dive into a really powerful alternative to the old broken sales funnel. We're talking about building a self sustaining, smart community that pretty much grows itself.
Okay, so let's get right into it by talking about a problem that, I'm guessing, hits close to home for a lot of you. You're pouring more and more money into marketing, right? But are you really seeing the results you want? Let's break down why that old way of doing things is just, well, failing so many of us.
Whoa, just look at this number $1.17 trillion. That's with a T. That is the insane amount of money projected to be spent on online ads by 2025. And yeah, your business, our businesses, we're all chipping into this massive pile of cash, all just fighting for a tiny sliver of attention. It's wild. But here's the trillion-dollar question. Is all that spending actually working? For most of us, the answer is a big, fat no. And the reason why is this thing you see on the left, the siloed funnel. I want you to picture a leaky bucket. That's what this is. You're just pouring money and leads in at the top, and they're just constantly draining out the bottom. You have to keep spending more and more just to keep it from going empty. It's exhausting. I mean, this old model is basically a money-eating machine that spits out, well, disappointing results. You're fighting against ad costs that just keep going up, engagement that feels kind of shallow, and at the end of the day, your growth, your ARR, is just flat. It's a system that feels totally, completely unsustainable, doesn't it? So, what's the answer? What's the alternative to this broken system? Well, it's a total shift in thinking, a complete paradigm shift. We have to get away from that leaky, one-way funnel and embrace something way more powerful, a self-sustaining flywheel.
And this is it. This is the solution. The smart community flywheel. See, instead of that one-way street where people just fall out the bottom, this is a virtuous cycle. It's a model that's designed to take all those wasted marketing dollars and turn them into a powerful referral engine. You attract people, you engage them, you delight them, and they get so excited they bring other people in, and the whole thing just starts to spin faster and faster on its own.
Now, this chart shows you exactly why this model is just so dang effective. I mean, look at the numbers here. Getting attention with costly ads, that can eat up, 65% of your spend? But referrals, get this, they deliver an incredible 91.5% ROI. And why is that? It's simple. They're built on trust, on real advocacy. That creates these powerful network effects. It's not magic. It's just smart economics. And hey, don't just take my word for it. This isn't some trendy new idea. It's a strategy that's been validated by the big players. We're talking McKinsey, Deloitte. They figured out that building these interconnected ecosystems where everyone wins, partners, customers, your own organization, that is the absolute most cost-effective way to get to that hyper-growth we're all chasing. Okay, so let's take this a step further. Let's see how this whole flywheel idea can build into something even bigger, a full-blown ecosystem that creates shared prosperity for absolutely everyone involved. The big vision here is to build something that's way more than just a community. It's an ecosystem that creates what we're calling AI prosperity. And this isn't about just one company winning. No, it's a true win-win-win. Businesses get sustainable growth, community members get awesome new skills, and nonprofits get to amplify their impact. Everybody benefits. So, at the very heart of all this is the AI prosperity flywheel. You can see it spins and gets faster and faster because of four key things that all feed each other. You've got access to amazing AI tools, people developing new skills, chances for real-world application, and it's all happening in a supportive ecosystem. Each piece just makes the others stronger, creating this cycle that just picks up speed all by itself. Right about now, you're probably thinking, okay, that's cool, but could this really work for my organization? Well, take a look. This just shows how flexible this model is. On the left, you see a local chamber of commerce. For them, it's about hooking up small businesses with AI tools to help them grow. On the right, a healthcare network. For them, it's all about building an ecosystem of trust. See? The core ideas can be adapted for pretty much any industry you can think of. Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, right? But I know what you're asking. How do I actually build one of these things? This looks kind of complicated. And you know what? That's a totally fair question. And it's exactly why this 8-week bootcamp exists, to walk you through it. This roadmap here lays out the whole step-by-step journey we're going to take together. It's an intense, hands-on 8 weeks, guiding you from the absolute basics of strategy in week 1 all the way to launching and activating your very own thriving smart community by the end of week 8. It's pretty much a complete transformation in a box.
And listen, this isn't just about sitting around listening to lectures. No, this is about doing. It's about creating real, tangible things for your organization. So in week 2, you're not just going to learn about ecosystems, you're going to walk away with a complete map of your ecosystem. By week 5, boom, you'll have a campaign page ready to go for some AI-powered crowdfunding. And it all leads up to Demo Day, where you get to show off your fully realized project.
And to make all this happen, you are definitely not starting from scratch. You're going to be armed with a whole suite of what we call AI superpower apps. These are super practical tools that help you automate all the tedious stuff, like the AI social app. It helps you create and schedule great content. The AI chatbot, it can answer questions 24/7. That frees you up to do what really matters, building actual relationships. All right, let's wrap this up by looking at the incredible real-world impact this whole model is already having, and of course, how you can get in on this. And again, this is not just theory. We're talking about real organizations like the Digital Health Network and Startup 365 who are already seeing just mind-blowing results. They're saving up to 80%, 80, on their digital marketing, and they're getting an ROI of 10 to 100 times what they put in. I mean, just stop and think for a second. What could those kinds of results do for your organization? So all this brings us to what might be the most important question. As you're sitting here thinking about your own world, your own organization, your community, what role could you play in this, in building an ecosystem like this? Are you the connector, the person who brings people together? Are you a creator, a leader? Where's your spot? Where do you see yourself making a real impact? The great news is the path to getting started is actually pretty simple. We've broken it down into 3 clear steps. Step 1, activate your hub. That's your community's home base. Step 2, build your network. Find those partners who get the vision. And step 3, launch your impact. Get that flywheel spinning. At the end of the day, what we've talked about here is a fundamental choice. You can keep throwing cash into that broken, leaky funnel, or you can start building a powerful, self-sustaining engine for growth. The opportunity is right here, right now, to turn what is probably your biggest cost center into your most valuable asset.